How are you guys doing? The first half of this video was before I sold the car. The second half is after I sold the car. It should be in the chapters, so if you guys want to skip to it, go ahead, but enjoy.
Damn. But you look at that. It's damn near been a year with this car. Honestly, I'm proud of it, you know. I made a video about this, I think like 6 months to 8 months back, about how my daily driver Civic, you know, and honestly, it looks kind of different. So pretty much, I'm thinking about selling this car, right? So why am I gonna be selling this car for a better daily, you know? It's because every time I kind of work on this car, you know, it's always like, it sucks to work on this car, kind of. Like, it's an easy car to work on, but it's so, like, rusty, you know? I work on one thing, another thing breaks, and I find more problems with it, you know? Don't get me wrong, I fixed most of those problems, but I'm at the point where I need a car that'll, like, let me travel and stuff, you know? This car, I don't really trust this car going out the state and stuff like that, you know? Like, it will go out the state, but I probably wouldn't trust this on, like, a 6-hour road trip. Secondly, I'm a student, you know? Like, this car kind of died a few times. And as a student, you know, I low-key just need a car that's gonna last, you know what I mean? Like, I can't just be worrying about this car not starting every day and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, it's a very nice car, but I'm gonna sell it for a nicer, economical daily. Probably nothing more interesting, you know? I'll probably get like a normal daily. I'll probably put suspension on it. I'm not gonna make it a crazy daily, you know? So, what have I done to this car since the last time I made a video on it? Well, let's start with going inside. As you can see, I cleaned this car up, you know? I finally found a crank at the junkyard. I stole a few of them, actually. I put the door speakers in there. I put a little white light up there. And I put Apple CarPlay. Honestly, this car's mint. Like, on the inside, I have every single panel, every piece of furniture. Not furniture, every piece of cloth, I mean. Little shifter in there. I got a little water bottle. You know, I blocked off the antenna up there. Honestly, the biggest change I've done is I slammed on coilovers, you know. So yeah, I mean, I stanced it out. It looks crazy stanced, and I love it. You know, people give me weird impressions when I drive it. And the best of all, clear tail lights. So it's a proper VIP build. The paint is super shit on this car, as you can expect. I got rain guards and all these fucking shitty paint, bro. I feel like it'd be nice if I had a little rear lip. I gotta stop talking before I actually keep modding this car. Honestly, I'm happy with, you know, my effort I put into this car. I'm gonna pop the hood. So, I turned my flash on so it's easier to see. But since the last time, right, I put in some new radiator hoses because my old ones were pretty crusty, honestly. I did a little coolant flush, you know. I fixed my windshield washer fluid shit, right? Pretty much the things up there pretty broken, and I had to get a new one of these. All junkyard parts, by the way. It cost me like, I think 15 for the little thing, which, you know, it's pretty pricey, but it's the same price. Basically, a new one's like 20, so, you know, I just get it at the junkyard. And best of all, the adjustable, you know, the max speeding rod ones. I've really done nothing else, you know. I still can't get the shitty paint off of that. I put new engine mounts in. I don't have a tore up engine mount on this side, so yeah. Pretty much, it's kind of a bone stock Civic. You don't really see those a lot these days. People, you know, slap headers and turbos and all sorts of stuff on these cars. I like my single cam, you know, they'll probably last me till the end of the world, you know. But yeah, my main biggest problem I've had with this car ever since owning it was like the hood pins. They annoy the shit out of me, honestly. I did, however, you know, snatch a couple parts to get the hood latch working, you know. I have the hood latch itself. I just need to get myself a cable, and I'm able to get the hood latch working. Pretty much these cars are... One thing I'll tell you about these cars is parts are so easy to get for these cars. They made like a shit ton of these. But to be honest, another biggest problem with this car is like that I hated about, you know, my ownership about it is the AC lines. They are broken on this car. Pretty much since last time. I fixed the wiring on my compressor. I fixed the wiring on my fan, right? Both my compressor and my fan run. And I go to, you know, check the AC lines, and turns out there's a leak on both my AC lines. And when I was trying to take it out, yeah, both of my lines down there snapped, and that one's bad too. Pretty much it's a mess. I just gotta get like AC lines, which I gotta spend the energy to like actually figure it out. But pretty much, little Honda Civic, it's a decent engine bay, you know, it looks good from far away, which is probably not a good thing, but it's fire. Honestly, this car's amazing. Like, it's because I fixed all the problems. Like, at the start, it had a shit ton of problems, and I low-key didn't fix them, because it was like a very shitty car at the start. It was like, I was thinking about just fucking scrapping it or selling it, but then I started fixing it, you know, started learning more and learning more. Eventually, it's at this state where I'm like actually happy about it. Thing is, once you're like a stance car daily, bro, it kind of sucks. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, it looks nice. Yes, it's actually very, like, the thing is, these coilovers are probably my favorite mod on this whole car itself, is like actually slamming the car with coilovers and using camber arms so it doesn't rub out on the fenders. My favorite mod, bro. I should have just done that first and saved my money on everything else, honestly. But yeah, or if I keep this car for a little bit, I might change out the muffler. I'm not gonna get a full-fledged exhaust. I'm thinking about just changing out the muffler, because I low-key don't. That muffler just looks sad, bro. It looks a little tiny sad muffler, you know. Overall, man, this car is actually a good car. It served me very well. What I learned today was, don't ever buy a car from a guy with a Young LA sticker. I also put this on. I don't know if that was in my last video. The only light it has is that brake light right there. And it's because the e-brake, you know, I took it out. I didn't take it out, but I took off this, right? And the e-brake cable itself had like a frayed end. And it's the one on the passenger side, so, you know, that's the shitty one to take off, because you kind of gotta like go between the exhaust and shit. So I might just do that if I ever get an exhaust. I'm also missing these. Yeah, it has beautiful Apple CarPlay. It's a bit slow, you know, but I also retrofitted the CR. Is that even the right word? I also put the CRV like bracket with the cabin air filter, so I get filtered air through here. Yeah, if you didn't know that, you could just put the CRV bracket and put a cabin air filter in this car. You'll probably find a shit ton of leaves in yours though. But yeah, overall, this is a very beautiful car. One thing I'll say is, this car does go on the highway pretty well. I suggest probably not going on your phone on the highway, but you know, I'm cruising down at like 70. It's just noisy, bro. Like, honestly, I probably need to get an alignment. It's super, you know, jumpy and stiff, but it does ride on the highway pretty nicely. It's just noisy as fuck, honestly. I like to say is that since it's non-VTEC, it stays on the rev range like pretty nicely. It doesn't just open up at 6,000 or anything like that, or 4,000. I mean, it likes to, it's happy on every, you know, limit on that rev range, honestly. I also love how the speedometers really look on these cars. They have these little pods on there and shit. It's very stable, honestly. I have dark ass tint, so I ain't really able to see out my windows very well. But yeah. Also, I love the idea of the horn buttons right here, because that's low key. That's smart Honda. This one Honda is like smart as fuck. But yeah, I'm driving this car, bro. You know, I'm selling it, honestly.
yeah, pretty much. I'm driving like 90, sometimes 100 on this. You know, I don't condone it. In game, obviously, and it's pretty smooth for being 5 inches off the ground. Yeah, man, these cars. It's better to drive these cars, you know, fast. You know, it's better to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. You know, I'm gonna miss you. It's sad to see you go, but my parents are coming in 4 minutes, and the guy should be here around the same time. These rims are pretty. I wish I bought Steelies and kept them. But hopefully he gives me, you know, a good price, you know, for this. I told him I'll be there, bro, if you give me the fucking cash in full. He's like, okay, bet. So hopefully he gives it. Oh man, you don't see these with a mint interior anymore, do you? I got even the vents and a new shift knob too the other day. Fuck, man, you don't see these with the mint interior at all. But yeah, guys, sad to say this, but you know, I sold the Honda Civic. The guy, he gave me like a good price, and he really needed a car, so I used his demand as negotiation for a good price. And I was low-key getting shitty offers on Marketplace, so I sold it to him. But I did buy a new vehicle, and a new video about it is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, and thank you for supporting me. But yeah, have a good one.